morning and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. Today is Tuesday, December the 17th, 2019. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, the state announces bonuses for state employees, and former Dukes of Hazzard star John Schneider was in Winchester last Thursday for the premiere of his new movie, Christmas Cars. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Your word is like a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. As we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, follow his path of love, forgiveness, obedience, and prayer. To all of you we wish
Merry Christmas!
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Only 2 remaining 2018 Kia Stingers up to $10,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Human Resources announced last week the annual pay for performance bonuses to be rewarded to state employees based on their achievements and quality of service to Tennesseans over the past year. Employees who achieved a performance rating of valued, advanced, or outstanding for the 2018-2019 performance cycle are to receive a 3% increase in base pay effective January 1st, 2020. Employees with advanced or outstanding performance will receive an additional one-time cash bonus of 3% or 6% of their base pay, respectively, paid on January 31st, 2020. Governor Bill Lee said, quote, "State employees are our greatest investment to achieve the goal of better government. We are proud to reward high-performing employees whose work is critical to providing excellent customer service to Tennesseans," end quote.
Tennessee's success strategy has been tied to human capital management strategies that position state government as a go-to employer. Performance bonuses based on specific and measurable work outcomes have been paid to state employees since the passage of the Tennessee Compensation Enhancement Act of 2015. Most all of the state's 38,000 executive branch employees having at least 12 consecutive months of service are eligible for the rewards. Department of Human Resources Commissioner Juan Williams said the bonus program helps the state to compete for top talent. Quote, "Oftentimes government is associated with antiquated employment practices. However, the state of Tennessee is committed to leading the way. The state's market and performance-based compensation model rewards excellence and helps us to compete for top talent," end quote.
Philip Scoggins and I caught up with actor John Schneider last week prior to the Tennessee premiere of his latest film, Christmas Cars, at the Oldham Theater in Winchester. You also you used to be a country singer, still are, I think.
I still am. I have the number one song in the country Christian market right now.
This is not necessarily related to the movie.
Saying Johnny Cash used to wear black and Willie used to smoke pot.
Was that your first song on the Christian charts?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Congratulations.
It's number one. Well, it's Cody McCarver's song. I mean, it's really Cody McCarver's song. I just sing with him.
You know, John had a song back in the late 70s, early 80s called "I've Been Around Long Enough to Know." Yeah.
Now I have.
But I'm a little bit worried about you because I read somewhere that you actually jumped the General Lee yourself.
In this movie. In this movie, yeah.
You drove the car.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I mean, that was for my 59th birthday. I figured it was time to do that, and I'm just crazy enough that next year I'm going to jump it even further.
You know, I think I've used up my allotted
60.
Yeah. If you quit doing dumb stuff and you make it that far, hopefully.
Yeah, but what fun is that?
That's right. No fun at all. John,
the dumber I am, the funner I get.
I think I've used up my allotted time.
Maybe I should read a book.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe you should write one.
I did.
You recorded, 50 songs, 2 songs?
Yeah, but I did write a book. That's what this movie is based on.
Okay, good.
My Life, My Way. It's in there on a table. Check it out.
All right.
Some of the words are spelled right.
If some of our, really, no kidding.
Some of them are.
Good schools in New York where you went.
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
John, if people didn't get a chance to see this, to be here tonight for this premiere and haven't seen the movie, they can buy it on your website, I believe.
They can. They go to johnschneiderstudios.com, or if you want to download it, you can go to Cineflix, D-O-D. CINEFLIXDOD.com, and you can download it. You can own it that way. You can rent it. You can do anything you want.
All right.
But I'd like you to go to the studio and buy it. You know, we're independent. We're independently produced, and we're also independently distributed on purpose. I believe this is the way to go. I don't believe in the Netflix model. I don't believe in the studio model. I believe in the independent thought, independent art model, and that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So help support that.
All right. Go to his website. Tell him again what it was.
JohnSchneiderStudios.com.
John, thank you so
You're
much.
so
We
welcome.
appreciate it. Always nice to see
Take
you.
care.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out the 2019 fully loaded V6 Kia Sorento, up to $6,400 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Employees of the Tullahoma Police Department and the Tullahoma Fire Department were designated December Employees of the Month after they saved the life of a Tullahoma resident experiencing a cardiac crisis.
Tonight we are going to honor some Employees of the Month for the month of December, and I would like to invite both of our chiefs up to recognize these individuals with me.
The Employee of the Month that we'd like to recognize out of the Tullahoma Police Department is Patrolwoman Kelly Fogus. She responded to a call October 16th of this year at Walmart where one of our citizens was in distress and had collapsed in Walmart. When she got on scene, she realized what was going on, and fortunately for our citizen that there was a nurse that happened to be close to, in proximity to him as well. And Patrolwoman Fogus began administering medical aid to the citizen and performing CPR in an attempt to give the nurse a break and sustain his life. And at that point in time, Tullahoma Fire Department responded and continued that process. And we are very fortunate and happy to say our citizen is here with us tonight as a result of their efforts. So.
Thank you. I'm here to help recognize Engineer Paul McCowan and Lieutenant Clint Teeters. The teamwork of the police and fire department in Tullahoma is unmatched in most communities. Fortunately, Chief Williams is carrying on that great tradition of working with us hand in hand. Our number one job is to save lives, police and fire. And this is something that happened that a lot of people go through their whole career preparing for, hoping to have a chance, not that somebody's in a bad way, but having a chance to save a life. And these three individuals, pretty early in their career, have achieved that, and that's something that they'll always remember, I guarantee you. If it's okay, I'd like to ask the recipient of those services to come up and maybe say a few words.
If he's receptive to that.
He is, yeah. Mr. Fugate, would you mind coming up?
I'm proud to say that I'm one of the success stories. And y'all have put the right programs in place and the training and all that. And I'm here. I'm so grateful. I want to thank the chiefs. They have led the direction or whatever to make sure that these people are, and also the individuals. They want to. I'm here to help somebody, and they go to all the trouble they can to make sure they're prepared when they go out, and they did, and it was a wonderful thing. I had a freak problem that my heart would just stop and stall, and it was going to kill me, but the good Lord arranged this tremendous parade so that I will get the full benefit of the best technology going, and I was, and so I was the recipient, and I'm grateful to everybody involved, And I'm going to do the most I can with my new life. I'm excited that, to be a citizen of Tullahoma. I love this town, and they've been good to me, and I want to be good to Tullahoma. And God bless everybody. And I called the chief right after I could, the first chance I could, and he arranged a meeting so I could go hug their necks, and that was important to me. And I'm grateful, and I always will be. And I'm grateful to God. He made this possible, and He's the one that sent the spark of life back. But these people worked all feverishly, and they really done everything that a human could possibly do. And God bless y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your kind words. The three are here tonight, so let's make sure we get those.
We have Officer Kelly Fogus. Would you like to make any statement?
You know what, actually, it's not often that I get to work with the fire department. I do see the ambulance quite often, unfortunately, but for the time that I do get to work with them, I just want to recognize their outstanding professionalism. It's not always easy to work with the hose trackers, but it's a pleasure to get to work with these guys.
Thank you. And then Paul McCowan. Thanks, Mr. Peters. Would you also like to say a few words?
I'd like to say thank you to the City of Tullahoma and to the fire chief for giving us the opportunity to get the training and the equipment that we have to save lives that we have. It goes to show what we use, the AED and everything. It shows right here as an individual, he's here today to talk to us and everything. So thank y'all, thank the chief and everybody. It was a team effort.
I'll have to touch on what Lieutenant Teeters was saying as well. You know, the great equipment, great leadership we have, you know, great teamwork we have with the police department, the ambulance service and all that, work with each other real well, and just goes to show, you know, in this instance.
I want to say one other thing, because I know Mr. Fugate has a great story, and he's told it, but one of the things he said, he could hear them telling him to hold on. They didn't know he could hear them, but he could hear them. So if that happens to somebody around you, talk to them. A lot of times it will keep their mind and keep them in focus of trying to stay alive. Talk to them. Hang on. Stay with me. Is that right, Mr. Fugate?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I thought that was awesome.
Great advice. Thank you.
Yes, so I want to thank you for your truly heroic actions. I know, just as you said, you prepare for that day and you don't know when it's going to come. And I'm grateful to all of you and all the first responders. And as you said, to our board that supports the training and the equipment to make it possible to be there when the minutes matter. So thank you very much.
We'll be right back with more News Leader on 6.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
Welcome back. Tammy Grissom, Executive Director of the Tennessee School Boards Association, spoke recently to school faculty members about the selection of candidates and interview process in the search for a new director of Tullahoma City Schools.
The board really does want your input. They value their teachers and employees, and they really want to find someone that is going to fit here in Tullahoma, and they really want to hear input from you. Yes.
I would be interested to know that out of the evaluation projects that y'all have worked on, searches you have worked on, how many were filled inside from within versus from outside the community? And what do you see of the pros and cons of both of those?
Yeah. We just finished a search. I'll give you an example. They just announced it today in Dyersburg. That's West Tennessee. I recommended 4 finalists for them. 3 were local, and 1 was out of district. And a local they selected as their superintendent. So we don't care whether you're local or outside. Our job is to take the criteria that the board wants and adopts and find the candidate that best meets that criteria. So it just varies, from district. In every district, at different points in time, and just like your life, sometimes it's time for someone, a change agent. Sometimes it's time to, maybe it's better to get somebody outside the district. But honestly, I tell boards this too, if you've got somebody inside, the cream's going to rise to the top no matter if you're local. If you're the best candidate, that's going to show in the interview. Because the questions, we develop questions for the board that are related to the criteria that they will adopt. They will be questions that are not yes or no questions. There'll be questions that you really have to explain. What have you done to involve all staff in decision making? What have you done to create a staff of talented administrators and teachers? There will be questions like that. So I think when you get to observe those, I think it usually is pretty obvious, who's the best candidates once you go sit through that interview. And we asked the board to do their own reference checking, but they've hired us to basically do the legwork for them, because we get a lot, as you would imagine, when applicants apply. They have a lot of questions and that type of thing. So I've been at the association for 30 years, so we've got contacts in all the states across the country. So we don't just call people that is listed on the resume, because you know this. Anybody you list on your resume is going to give you a good reference. So we call people that are not on the resume. So we've got lots of contacts across the country that we can find out about candidates that you're not going to find out from their references that they list. We're going to recommend that the candidates come in for an entire day. So the schedule might look like in the mornings they'll meet with principals and central office staff for an hour. And you allow the candidate to give about a 10-minute, here's about me, and then the other 50 minutes will be ask me questions. That way you get to know them. And then have maybe a luncheon with business leaders, your city council, your school board, same thing, an hour. And then the teachers in the afternoon and any other groups that may want to come, but definitely teachers, principals, central office, and then that luncheon. But that gives everybody an opportunity to ask the candidate questions. And then that evening will strictly be for the board at a board meeting interviewing the candidate with the questions.
More newsletter is coming up in a moment.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford in Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford Taurus, yours today for $26,992. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community, because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. Tullahoma High School senior Grace Holmes has been selected as the December honorary alderman.
All right, you see we have a new honorary alderman with us this evening. We're very pleased to welcome Ms. Grace Holmes. Ms. Holmes has a very, very impressive resume. Her current, her class ranking is 11th out of 246. She's a senior at Tullahoma High School, a 4.46 GPA. She has a 96 in, I didn't even know we taught Arabic.
I took that at Penn State, not in Tullahoma.
Oh.
Yes,
She passed me a long time ago. Geometry honors, physics honors, AP English language and composition, Spanish 1 honors, Spanish 2 honors. Where I have met Ms. Holmes on numerous occasions is through her work with the Marine Corps Junior ROTC and the leadership role that she plays in that. And she has 2 pages of distinctions, medals and ribbons, community service. It's very, very impressive. Very active in high school, National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Mayor's Youth Council, Distinguished Young Women Local Participant, Science Olympiad Team, Student Council. She's also was on the cross-country team, the rifle team, the drill team, the color guard. Very, very impressive. So, Ms. Holmes, welcome. We're glad that you're with us this evening. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, please, ma'am.
Well, thank you for having me here. I am very glad to have this opportunity of being here to learn more about our community. Like he was saying, I am a senior at the high school. I have been involved in Mayor's Youth Council since my sophomore year, and I've come to almost every single meeting, and I've loved helping our community grow and build and understand each other better every time that I've come here. I have been on the drill team for our Tullahoma High School MCJROTC for the past 4 years. I'm also the captain of the rifle team. I've also been on that for 4 years. And we actually just came back from our first drill meet of the season, which was in Hazel Green, Alabama. And that was a very enriching experience as well. Kind of sad, my last Hazel Green drill meet of my senior year. But we are also looking forward to a lot more meets and rifle matches for the rest of the year.
Do you mind sharing with the group what your plans are after graduation?
I would like to either attend the United States Naval Academy, which is where my brother Bradley is attending. He was also honorary alderman here a couple of years ago as well before he graduated. And if I did not get into there, I would attend the University of Mississippi for their international studies and Arabic programs.
Wow. And you've got some relatives with you this evening.
Yes.
Introduce.
Well, my mom, Christine Holmes, is right here, and right next to her is my dad, David Holmes. They're awesome.
Well, you are as well. So if you would, we've got a certificate recognizing you as the honorary alderman. If you don't mind, stand in front of the flags, and we'll present the certificate to you. Mom, do you want a picture?
And from the recent Tullahoma Schools Choir Concert, let's watch as the 6th grade combined choirs perform African Noel.
Noel,
And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford F-150 as low as $34,739. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The spirit of the season is timeless. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1933 at 72 degrees. The record low was in 1972 at 10 degrees. Average high on this day is 50 and the average low is 31. Cloudy weather in the forecast for tonight with a low of 24. Sunny weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 45 and a low of 22, and sunny weather continues in the forecast for Thursday with a high of 50 and a low of 27. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.